So
program design, I think.
Hey, you got a minute?
yeah. Got a minute? We're going to talk about culture today. And let me tell you, culture is huge. But we're going to go down and dirty today and just think about why it is we would even want to study culture. I got to tell you, without a positive school culture, nothing gets done.
It's true.
It not only affects the entire school, it affects you personally. So we need to know how to build a positive school culture so that everybody is learning and growing at a school site. So Steph, how do we do it?
Slowly and carefully. Well, first of all, let's define culture. Culture is defined as the way we do things here. So if you think about it, when you walked into your school for the very first time, you were just watching the way people did things. That's culture. Mm-hmm. And really, there are two parts of culture. The first one is called overt. So overt norms in the culture is what we say we do and what we do. But really, what we say we do and what we do, they don't always match. And that's where the covert norms come in. Covert are kind of the under the iceberg water kind of idea. And it's where we say we do one thing, but really watch our behavior, we do something else.
So it's like teachers are not supposed to be absent, and you work at a school where teachers are absent all the time, but there's no consequence or nobody says anything if they're absent. Got it.
That is a covert norm that is
Got
okay.
Got it.
But it's not
even though
okay.
it's written that everybody should not be absent.
And that's the difference between overt and covert.
Got it.
And the problem is that you can't really discover what the covert norms are until you break one.
Ah.
Or, for instance, let's say that you go into the lounge and you sit down in a chair, just an empty chair, and the whole room gets quiet. Well, what you have discovered is you broke a covert norm, because that is Mr. K's chair, nobody else's chair. So you have to spend a long time observing your school, watching, doing things wrong, not purposely, but breaking covert norms. And once you do that, you have a whole list of things that you think, this is not working for me. So you have to change one norm at a time. And what you do is, it's very explicit. This is the way we're going to do things here. And you set the expectation. But you can't stop there, because you know what? Culture says this is the way we do it, and culture will go back to the way we do it. So what you then have to do is push people. You have to expect it, you have to observe for it, you have to apply pressure, and you have to keep that pressure up until it becomes part of the culture, until people just think that's the way we do things here. So if people are coming late to your meetings, you have to tell them, everybody's going to be on time. You observe to see that everybody's on time, and people who aren't on time, you contact them personally. And you keep that pressure on until everybody starts coming on time over and over again. And then you move on to the next thing that you want to change.
Let me recap. So if I were at a school site, the first thing I would need to do is really identify the covert things in my culture and maybe prioritize them by what's the most getting in the way of the work that we're trying to do.
What is interfering with student outcomes, teacher learning?
And then start with that one, be very explicit, change that one, apply pressure, and make sure that everybody understands. Set the expectation, apply pressure, until it becomes the way we do business around here.
And when you say apply pressure, what we mean is you observe it, you conference with people, you confront people, you keep that pressure up until people just say, it's the way we do business here.
Got it. And then once you have that in place, you move on. It's really the same way we handle instruction, right?
Exactly.
We teach somebody a new strategy. As soon as that strategy becomes a skill and they do it seamlessly, we move on to learn something new.
Exactly.
Same kind of deal. Beautiful. Love it.
It's hard.
We can do it.
And that was a minute.